For those of you watching this as a replay, we are celebrating the Bath Bomb Edit subscription box. This simple brown box is loaded with magnesium boosted bath bombs. These aren't just any bath bomb. These are loaded with magnesium chloride from the cleanest source available in the Zextine Sea. Not magnesium that's reproduced from flakes. It hasn't gone through that process, because once that happens, the magnesium is not as available. And my only goal is magnesium cell saturation, because then my body has enough magnesium in the interstitial places around my cells that it can take the magnesium it needs to support my body. So while we're celebrating the Bath Bomb Edit opening now, this is a $39 subscription box. You get 4 bath bombs, 2 different scents each month. We have a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 12-month, a monthly pay, a yearly pay, and bonus gifts. Every box that comes to you will have a minimum of a $75 retail value, but you only pay $39. And if you pay all at once, I even send you some massive bonus gifts. So celebrating our Bath Bomb Edit box. It launched yesterday. It's been flying off the shelves. I only have 200 spots, a little over 200. And then once those are full, I'll close it down as team gets in the system of producing the bath bombs and creating those. We had these years ago, so excited to have them back. The topic for today is 10 little known magnesium facts about transdermal magnesium. Science is only as good as what we understand in the moment. And there's been some trending research over the last few years. Now, my name's Kristen. I'm a magnesium advocate. I am not a doctor. I am not diagnosing you. I am not telling you what to do. My own health crashed after a failed surgery, and I love sharing the tool that turned my health around, and it was soaking in magnesium, because it fills the interstitial spaces. Now, at the time, if I would have researched transdermal magnesium, I am now Shelley. If I would have researched transdermal magnesium, the studies would have shown me that magnesium does not penetrate the skin, just like they thought years and years ago when the FDA did testing. They thought the skin was a permanent barrier, that nothing penetrated it. But we know differently now. Patches, creams, our skin takes things in. And it's a passive barrier. Our skin is a passive barrier. Now, that's new research. That's new understanding. If you go to old studies, it's going to assume that our skin was a permanent barrier, but it's passive. And the transdermal magnesium, actually, your body takes it up through hair follicles and sweat glands. The most beneficial place to uptake magnesium is your feet. That's why when you're first starting to soak, you can, and throughout your soaking journey, you can just get a small bowl of water and put your feet in, and it's as effective as soaking in the bathtub. Now, I personally enjoy soaking in the bathtub. When I can, I do a bath. When I can't, I just put my feet in a bowl of water. Every desk that I'm working at, underneath, I have a towel, I have water and a bowl and magnesium, so that while I'm working on the computer, I can do stacking of functions and get my magnesium soak in while I'm doing other things. When you soak, you are tapping into a biological pathway that is designed to receive magnesium through the skin. Oral synthetic magnesium pills do not fulfill the interstitial spaces in your body. Does not. Now, how do you know how much is in that interstitial space? Simple. A magnesium red blood cell test is the way to go. And when you're taking that magnesium red blood cell test, your red blood cell will match the interstitial space. And that's how you know how much magnesium you've got in that interstitial space. When you test your serum levels for magnesium, that's a completely different test. And is what it shows is your magnesium that your body has pulled from everywhere, your bones, your heart, your pancreas, your digestion, your interstitial space. Magnesium is so important to you being alive that that serum stays at 1%, and your body will rob from everywhere to keep that function at 1%. I'm not concerned about my serum levels. I want to know, what do my organs have access to? What does my heart have access to? My pancreas, my hormones, my melatonin, and that's found in the interstitial spaces. And this is how you fill the interstitial spaces, by using magnesium from Zextine inside that has not been diluted for profit margin. And when you use magnesium that's reconstituted from flakes, you're not filling that interstitial space, because the flakes have gone through a process that render them not as beneficial as the pure chloride brine. I don't sell the flakes. This is the soak, the pure brine from the Zextine Sea. It's pumped up from the mine into a QB container and shipped to me, where team and my family fill this, label it, and send it to you. And understanding that, and then determining what's your goal. My goal is magnesium at optimal levels for my organs to access. If that's your goal, join me in soaking in the 30-day challenge. And that's where you'll need 2 bottles of magnesium. You soak every day for 30 days, realizing you're going to miss a couple, and you fill that interstitial space. Now, soaking in transdermal magnesium is a cofactor. So it's the catalyst in over 800 enzyme systems. So there are over, and some studies will say thousands. I always go minimal to make sure that I'm not over exaggerating the benefits of magnesium, but there are some studies that support that it is the cofactor in thousands of enzymatic processes in your body. Meaning, if you do not have the amount of magnesium you need, that process doesn't get started. That's not good. Oh, little song there for you. And it's involved in DNA repair. One of those main enzymatic processes is DNA repair, which boosts mitochondrial energy production. It doesn't get any more important than that. If your mitochondria are not functioning, not renewing, not being restored, doesn't have enough magnesium to get started, you're weakened at the gate of creating health. And that's why soaking has become a foundational piece for what I'm doing now. I used to be creating optimal health. Now I'm maintaining optimal health. Oh, let's see. We have got some questions and comments coming in. Oh, AJ, I love it. AJ is on day 21, that or day 23. And so when AJ finishes up that 30-day challenge, you have options. Let's cover those options. I haven't talked about this for a while. Let's cover those options, and hopefully, this will support AJ's journey. Now, 25 years ago, when I had my health crash from a failed surgery, I didn't know about magnesium red blood cell testing. You do not have to go to the extra expense. I like to, it's about $50 to have that test run. And you can go. I prefer walk in labs. That's my favorite place to have it tested. And we'll throw that link up in the comment section. That's where I've gone for the most accurate magnesium testing. But you don't have to. The one thing that it does that I think is incredibly beneficial is it shows you if you have a crack in your foundation. Magnesium shines the light on what your body needs. So, for example, if you're soaking in magnesium and you're here, I'm being an actress right now. Do you like my acting skills? And you're exhausted. You're absolutely exhausted. Magnesium shining the light on the fact you don't have enough potassium, which is incredibly tough on your adrenals, which is incredibly tough once your adrenals are getting worn down like that to keep your nervous system regulated. An unregulated nervous system does not hold on to its magnesium, and you will have to soak all of the time to keep your levels up. My goal here at Living the Good Life Naturally is number one, providing you with the cleanest, best magnesium available. And number two, it's about how to use less of this product. So, because my end goal is you're out there living a big life and making a difference in the world. Women specifically, when they wake up feeling good, they immediately start making a difference for the people around them. They have all these ideas that they want to do, and now they're tapping into their mitochondrial function and energy and their ATP right in the middle of the cell. And when you start adding things that make a difference at the mitochondrial function, you start feeling better. And then you've got better energy. Brain fog has been shown to be decreased. Now, at what stage of the journey that happens depends on where your body's at, but you start showing up as you, not a former burned out version of you. And that's what makes the world a better place when we show up the best versions that we are meant to be and we start connecting. Healthy women are connected women. One of the other things that happens with magnesium when you're soaking, it has been shown, and this again is newer research, it has been shown to increase lymphatic flow. So many times when we're focused on our hormones, hold on just a sec while I grab some water. So many times when we're focused on our hormones, we don't look at our lymphatic flow. We miss that. And if we're not taking lymphatic flow into account to have better hormones that are balanced, we're missing a huge puzzle piece for hormone balance because the hormones flow through our lymph system. And when you have better lymph flow, you have better immune, you have better detox pathways, and you have hormones that are more easily balanced and less inflammation. Lymph flow is everything. If you're interested in your lymph, Dr. Perry, just search Dr. Perry lymph and he will pop up, and he graciously has shared his brilliance with us for free on the internet, and you will be blown away by 6 simple lymph moves, and you get your magnesium up and you get your lymph moving, hormones, lymphatic flow, detoxification pathways all get better. Now, other ways that we can boost that lymphatic flow is a massage, jumping on a rebounder, running, skipping rope. I'm a rebounder fan. I love my rebounder. And one of my favorite sources, is it Earth Owl Moon? Owl Moon? Oh, Shelly, would you post that rebounding source in the comment section? I love her. She has helped me refine my rebounding and in a way that I didn't even know was available to us. Shelly, I'm is it Earth Owl Moon? Owl Moon. Anyway, she's everywhere on social media. Shelly will post her as a resource for rebounding because it's one of the quickest, most efficient ways. And do you see a pattern here? I have my patterns are showing up, good and bad. Here's a pattern that I love. My goal after crashing my health 25 years ago with that failed surgery, my goal is simple: minimum input, maximum benefits. It's the lazy girl's way to optimal health. Sponsored by me, Kristen Bowen, at Living the Good Life Naturally. Because I don't want to spend all day being focused on getting healthy. I've done that. I've been there. That's not how I want to do it. I want to spend my day creating activities for grandkids. My This Friday, grandkids are coming over and I will be laying out blankets and big pillows and I will be casting the moon, the solar system, or dinosaurs of their choice from a great little reflector that I bought on TikTok Shop. And those are the kind of things I want to be doing, not that person that's spending their entire day focused on being healthy. I got out of that rut and it helped me to breathe better. And rebounding fulfills that pattern that I want to follow of minimum input, maximum benefit. Transdermal magnesium fits that pattern. It's not reconstituted from lakes. It's not reconstituted from flakes, rendering it less useful. It's not from a road magnesium full of impurities. It's from the zechstein inside, straight from the mine to the QB container to me to you. That's how it works. Never diluted, never watered down, ever. Because I want you experiencing the same benefit that I experience, the same benefit that my family experiences. Now, let's talk. Oh, did Shelly? Shelly's also thrown up the vibration plate that I love and Earth and Owl. That's it. I don't know why I put moon in there. It's Earth and Owl for rebounding. But that's why rebounding, soaking in the correct magnesium has made such a difference for me because I'm doing minimum input for maximum benefit. And just a friendly reminder that our bath bombs, our magnesium boosted bath bombs are back. Sales started flying off the shelf yesterday. They are packed and ready to go. It's a magnesium boosted bath bomb subscription. Say that 10 times fast. Each box is a $75 retail value that only costs you $39. And you can do 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can pay monthly, you can pay in full and get some extra magnesium products. But the value of this box will always meet a minimum, sometimes more, of $75. So I'll be putting in some of my company's products that I love. Sometimes I'll put in other companies' products that I love. The magnesium boosted bath bombs are a great way to help regulate your nervous system So when you're soaking, let me hold that up together, so that when you're soaking, they're working together and helping you hold on to more of that magnesium. Now, sleep. Let's talk sleep. If you're not sleeping well, your adrenals are stressed. If your adrenals are stressed, you're tanking thyroid function, because adrenals and thyroid should be like, think of two horses that are pulling a carriage, and they need to be working together. And when adrenals get stressed, thyroid has to do the work of both, and it gets burned out and stops functioning at optimal levels. Sleep, restorative sleep, not just being in bed, but hitting that restorative sleep is everything. When, hold on just a sec here, let me put this up so I can make sure I'm staying on top of comments. Restorative sleep is everything when it comes to sleep, that you wake up rested. And topical magnesium supports melatonin regulation. So think of it this way. You get up in the morning, and the amount of light that you collect from the sun determines how much melatonin you produce to use that night. Many times before, you've heard me talk about the wave in the cell. There's a wave and it goes in and out. Think of the waves coming in and out that are driven by the moon. And when you're collecting sunshine in the morning, you're creating the melatonin, and then the magnesium levels in your interstitial space, which oral synthetic pills don't get there. Okay, please, I will die on that hill. I want everyone to understand, yes, they have benefits, but they do not fill the interstitial space. When you have the interstitial space around your cells filled with magnesium, that's what determines that melatonin that you produced this morning. That's what determines how it flows through your body, and it regulates your circadian rhythm by managing and putting magnesium. Oh, okay.
So sorry.
Oh, hold on just a sec here. We've got a technical glitch.
Oh, there we go.
Is it unblocked?
Yes.
Okay. I am not sure what happened there. TikTok was not letting me for a minute.
Oh, it's back. So you got it.
Okay. Well, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Will you just, oh, sorry. I'll get out of that. Let's see. Hold on here. Slight technical issues.
If you just put it off to the side, we should be good.
I am not sure what is happening
Just
here.
put the phone
off
side.
to the side.
Yeah. You can turn it a little more towards you.
This one?
Nope. Yep, right there. Turn.
Am I back on?
Yes.
Oh, TikTok was blocked because of my
The
camera.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Sorry, everyone.
That's my daughter. She ran up from filling bottles, producing bath bombs, running the forklift.
So sorry, everyone. I apologize.
Yeah,
You
I
were basically fully blocked.
I thought TikTok.
Okay,
There.
you blocked it again.
Oh, I blocked
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay. So
Let me just wait.
I was so confused. She was trying to be so sly and not interrupt my life. Don't you love lives? Like they're real life. They're total real life. Okay.
Okay, so here's how our setup's looking now. I pulled up both screens for you.
Okay. Excellent.
So sorry,
About
everyone.
that. No, thanks for your help. Oh my goodness, got that figured out. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Let's see. Let me go back to my notes because I'd circled where we were. Oh, so regulation. So your circadian rhythm through the skin-brain connection is regulated because you're soaking in magnesium. It's regulated because of that. And soaking consistently can help train poor sleep cycles. So, soaking consistently in the newest research is retraining your circadian rhythm. And the soaking in magnesium has been shown to move the melatonin through your body. And again, enzymatic process. Magnesium is moving the melatonin, and melatonin is everything when it comes to health. I think it's the unsung hero, and we don't talk about it enough. We don't hear about it enough. And anything that we can do to boost that, that's when I realized, oh, I want to talk more about this melatonin production. And that's when I realized that I needed like a specific way for people to understand the importance of melatonin production. And that I created the magnesium morning trifecta. So you're getting up in the morning, you're collecting that early light from the sun that has spectrum of color that's not found any other time. And that's what helps you tap in and produce more melatonin. So you're out in the early morning sunshine, preferably you're walking and moving your lymph while you walk. The bigger swing on your arm, the more lymph movement is happening. And you are also, your body's producing more melatonin and then soaking. So you're collecting sunshine, you're walking, you're soaking in magnesium for optimal circadian rhythm and melatonin levels. It is powerful. I have had women email me and so kindly share with me their experience that doing that, they have felt better than they ever have. Now, sometimes I only get out there and collect some sunshine for 2 minutes. This morning, I slept in a bit, my body needed it. And so I think I got about 4 minutes of sunshine and a quick, brisk walk. Other times, I've got a half an hour. Whatever I can fit in is better than nothing. Imperfect action creates optimal health. Imperfect action creates optimal health. Don't wait to have a full hour to do that. On the weekends, sometimes I do for an hour. On the weekdays, I don't. So this morning, I'm celebrating the fact I got I think it was about 4 minutes of a brisk walk, some sunshine collected, and then I will soak later this afternoon. And the trifecta of those things happening builds your foundation at the mitochondrial level. Oh, that skin brain barrier is powerful. And back when they did all the studies on transdermal magnesium, they didn't understand that. And so that research that people are pulling up is outdated. We have to stay current with what we know to be able to put those things into action that create a strong foundation. Okay. One of the drawbacks of magnesium pills, they're isolated synthetic oral nutrition. And yes, you get benefit from them, but there's downsides. A lot of different types of magnesium pills, when you take too much, irritates the lining of your gut. And it actually changes. Oral magnesium pills change the pH of your gut and they drop it. I don't want that happening because I know my gut is everything for my mental health, my postmenopausal area of my life that I'm in right now. Gut function is everything. And I don't want to drop that pH in my gut by irritating it. Again, that's where transdermal magnesium, you're supporting your gut without everything going through your gut. And that's another reason I absolutely fell in love with transdermal magnesium use. Now, it's supporting that gut means keeping the pH correct, increasing peristaltic action. So let's go back to that magnesium morning trifecta. And when you go back to the magnesium morning trifecta, you are increasing the action of your gut to move food and waste down your colon. Oral synthetic nutrition irritates the gut lining and decreases peristaltic action. So, yes, you're getting a short term boost, but it has long term consequences. And that was one of the problems that I had to work through in my body. I was doing short term fixes, not understanding or looking at long term consequences. For example, I would drink a Diet Coke to give me energy, but that has long term consequences. When you drink soda, you're increasing how often you need to soak. Now, no guilt over that. Just recognize I've got to offset how much soda I'm drinking and how much soaking that I am doing, and making sure that you're looking at long term benefits and short term benefits. And there are sometimes we need to focus on the short term benefit, but always keep in mind the long term of what's happening with the short term benefit. An oral synthetic magnesium that's been isolated, that's been pulverized, crushed, put into a pill, put into a capsule, doesn't fill the interstitial spaces, drops the pH of your gut, and it does it slowly, but it's still doing it. So it's not something that you'll experience overnight. So many people that I work with hit that wall and they're like, what's happening to me? Well, they hit the wall of oral synthetic isolated nutrition. Transdermal is the superior choice to fill that interstitial space. Okay, let me go back over here. Oh, our next one, because remember, we're going through 10. And if you have question, oh, Elizabeth just asked one. I love questions. I want my lives to be germane to what your experience is, and your questions help me achieve my goals because I want it to be germane. When soaking with a bath bomb, do you also add the quarter cup of soaking in magnesium? So Elizabeth is talking about our new, well, returning, not new, returning magnesium boosted bath bombs. And my answer to that for myself would be no, because the uptake will be a bit slower because of the cocoa butter that's in the bath bombs. And not just any cocoa butter. This cocoa butter has not been chemically extracted. It's done the old school way of boiling and then skimming the cocoa butter off the top. It's a slower way to get the cocoa butter, but it's a higher quality cocoa butter with more nutrients that the cocoa butter is known for, versus the chemical extraction where you get a ton of cocoa butter, but you've dropped the nutrient quality of the cocoa butter. So I personally would not. I would keep those separate, but absolutely you could if you wanted to. I would make sure I was soaking longer than the standard 20 to 45 minutes if you included both. I hope that helped, Elizabeth, and that you were able to make the best decision for you. So I don't, but you might determine that that's awesome for you and works for you in achieving your goal of creating and maintaining cell saturation with transdermal magnesium. Okay, let me go back to my notes here. Where are we at? Oh, number 7. Okay, are you ready for number 7? Vitamin D. 2020, if it taught us anything, it taught us the importance of vitamin D levels. Vitamin D, if you don't have strong levels, your immune system is not good. So many other things, but let's look at immune specifically, especially those who have autoimmune issues. they almost always have a low vitamin D profile. This is what I don't think. So here's the part that, in my opinion, I don't think is talked about enough. You have two types of vitamin D. You have stored vitamin D and you have active vitamin D. If someone says to me, "Oh, my vitamin D levels are low and I just can't get them up," they have just not that they're screaming, but that screams to me, you don't have enough magnesium in your interstitial places, because it's an enzymatic process to convert stored vitamin D to active vitamin D. And guess what comes to the rescue? Magnesium. You need magnesium in the interstitial spaces. Soaking fixes that problem of converting. And oh, let me say this again. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not recommending. I am laying information at your feet for you to make the best decision for you. Studies have shown that when you fill the interstitial space with magnesium, clean magnesium from the zextine inside that has never been diluted, that's not made from flakes, that your body will start converting your stored vitamin D to your active vitamin D, even without sunshine, even if you don't have access to sunshine. Now, you put sunshine on top of that with the magnesium morning trifecta, and you're just firing on all cylinders at that point. Understanding your stored, your active, the conversion process. And that's why some people thrive on taking vitamin D supplements and they don't experience detrimental issues. Some people, it absolutely wipes them out. And that's because a synthetic isolated vitamin D pill or shot is only going to move your stored vitamin D, but it's the active vitamin D that we need for that strong immune. And so, whether you're taking vitamin D as a supplement or not, we need to step in and make sure that our interstitial space has enough magnesium to fulfill that. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back. Comments here. Okay. Oh, here. Oh, where did those go? Oh my gosh, I'm having some technical issues today. Okay. Let's go. That was number 7. Now I am going to number 8. Magnesium soaking has been shown to help regulate electrical activity in your heart. Did you hear that mic drop? Boom. Electrical activity in your heart is managed by your interstitial spaces being at cell saturation through soaking in magnesium. Studies have shown. And here is the problem with that, though. When you soak in magnesium rich environment with transdermal magnesium that has not been diluted, hasn't been watered down, is from the zextine inside, not road magnesium, not reconstituted from flakes, the real deal magnesium. When you're soaking in that, it stimulates the skin receptors that feed into the vagus nerve and governs your parasympathetic nervous system. Translation: more calm, less cortisol, better electrical activity in your heart. It's a gentle, non-invasive way to support the electrical activity in your heart. But let's get back to the but. If you're low in potassium, it can aggravate electrical activity in your heart. When you're low in magnesium, your potassium tries to take over the role that the magnesium needs to be doing. It's pretty incredible, our bodies. But When you've got potassium doing the work of 2, then you start dropping your potassium levels. And then your cortisol starts to go up, and you're not utilizing that potassium that's trying to do 800 jobs of magnesium and the role it has of potassium. And at that point, when you're low in magnesium, you're on the pathway to burning out your potassium. And that person who soaks in the good stuff, they're going to feel it in their heart because it's dropping your potassium even more, because your body recognizes, oh my goodness, here's the magnesium my body needs. I'm dropping the potassium and running to the master mineral. And then the electrical activity in your heart is not improving. It actually is being aggravated. Magnesium shines the light on what your body needs, and it's shining the light that you need more potassium. Now, my favorite forever and probably always is Harmless Harvest coconut water. It's the cleanest, the purest, it's readily available, and it tastes delicious. It doesn't have added fillers, and it's been processed minimally. That Harmless Harvest coconut water is giving you easy access to potassium quickly. So, for example, I am an avocado girl. I try to get one in every day. Not always, but I come pretty darn close. That potassium is going to take longer for my body to access versus drinking coconut water from Harmless Harvest. And so, if you're concerned about that happening with your heart, that you know you've had high cortisol, low magnesium for a while, let's just boost would be an idea. Boost your potassium levels as appropriate to you. Now, you have to take into account your life, your body, your medications that you might be on that determine how much potassium you can take in. I don't have to watch those numbers. My husband does. And you have to take that into account when you're adding that potassium. What's the right amount for me? Most people do really well between 4,700 milligrams and 5,400 milligrams of potassium. Most people are only getting about 2,000 milligrams of potassium through their food. And so you can focus on adding more potassium rich food. You can focus on adding Harmless Harvest coconut water, or you can focus on cream of tartar. Now, cream of tartar has about 500 milligrams of potassium per teaspoon. But remember, it's synthetic, isolated nutrition. Excuse me. And so I can only take 2 teaspoons of that, and at separate dosing, or else it irritates my stomach. Some people can only take a half a teaspoon. It is a simple way to build your potassium that's very inexpensive. If you're opting to add the cream of tartar, go low and slow. Make sure that you're adding it in amounts that aren't going to aggravate your bowels. Okay, we are now, number 8 was magnesium helps regulate electrical activity in your heart. Let's go to number 9, where we're talking magnesium and vagus nerve. I did not realize that my vagus nerve was shot. Part of that was some childhood trauma that set my vagus nerve up to be constantly in fight or flight mode. And part of it was lifestyle choices I was making. It was a combination of both. I didn't realize, one of my kids said to me one day, "Mom, I cannot tell whether you found someone in an accident and it was horrible, or you found a cute pair of shoes, because your reaction is the same." That's a stressed out vagus nerve. I didn't realize that, but that is a stressed out vagus nerve. Magnesium activates and calms your vagus nerve through your skin barrier. Anything that we can do to calm vagus nerve restores us into rest and renew. Because if you're in fight or flight, even if you're eating perfectly, taking all the supplements that would be supplemental to your eating, you're collecting light, you're doing everything, and you're still not moving the needle, and you think, "Ugh, nothing works for me," we need to look at your nervous system and if it's regulated. Magnesium has been shown to support your nervous system. Now, that's another reason why I love the bath bombs. These are boosted with magnesium, and the experience, if you love baths, the experience of getting into a warm bath, soaking, relaxing, a candle, some music, can also help regulate your nervous system. And so the bath bombs are a support to the magnesium soak to retain it and use less of this. The bath bomb edit was launched yesterday. Our magnesium boosted bath bombs are back. They are on a subscription. You get 4 bath bombs every month, a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 12-month. If you pay in full on the 6-month and the 12-month, I will send you more magnesium products. The 12-month, I'll send you the entire bundle, which is a magnesium soak, a magnesium spray, a magnesium lotion, a magnesium muscle cream, and a lip balm, because we all need a good lip balm, right? Has nothing to do with magnesium, but it does stress me out if I don't have a good lip balm. So I'll share my lip balms with you. Not ones I've used. Oh, not ones I've used. But that's how the magnesium boosted bath bombs are supporting and helping to regulate your nervous system because of the barrier between your skin and your vagus nerve. And I only have just over 200 bath bomb subscriptions to sell. And once those are full, we'll close the bath bomb edit down, not to be reopened for quite a while team we get used to the production. We realized we needed to do production differently so it didn't shut down our magnesium line, because this is my main focus, but this is one of my favorites. And so if you're wanting the bath bomb edit, please check out the links, because once these sell out, and yesterday they started selling before I even talked about them when we put it live to do some testing. And we were doing some testing and like, oh my gosh, sales are coming in. People are grabbing the bath bomb edit. And so if you want them, they're not going to be around forever. We will sell out of the bath bomb edit. Okay, so number 9 was activating your vagal nerve through your skin and adding transdermal magnesium, whether through a magnesium boosted bath bomb or through the soak, is the way to calm down your vagus nerve. Now, I went through a retraining of my vagus nerve. I had to teach my vagus nerve, no, we don't always have to be in fight or flight. It's not constant danger like when you were a kid. You're safe. You're safe. And so I went through a whole process of retraining my vagal nerve. And by doing so, I use less magnesium. In fact, I do a monthly masterclass, magnesium masterclass, that happens once a month. It's happening next Monday. It's the first Monday of every month. It's free. It's on Zoom. I only send that out to my email newsletter, the Good Life Journal. And if you're wanting to be a part of that free class, I would love for you to join. Shelly, I'm sure, yep, she did. She just put the link up to the Good Life Journal. Please feel free to join and you will receive that link. That link does not go out on social media. I had a stalker and it just helped me to draw better boundaries about where I am and how I show up and how other people show up. You do have to come on by video. If you're not on video, we take you out, because It's a class to build connection. And you wouldn't go to a class in person with a paper bag over your head. You're not coming to my class with your video off. That's my boundary. Disagree, agree, doesn't matter. That's my boundary. And so I'd love to invite you to that. That happens at 11 Mountain Standard Time, the first Monday of every month. Every once in a while, I have to cancel it if my family, but it doesn't happen very often. So we'll say almost every first Monday of the month. Okay, number 10. You ready for this? Drum roll. This is our last one. Number 10 is if you can achieve cell saturation faster through using magnesium flakes or magnesium soak, which are you going to choose? And yes, you get benefits from the flakes. The flakes going from, because even if I converted this into flakes, the flakes would still not be as powerful as the soak, because the process to turn it into a flake takes away the goodness of the full force that the magnesium soak has to offer. And oral supplements, we know now, do not fill the interstitial space. And the easiest, fastest way to achieve cell saturation, and I'm going to go just give highlights. Your skin has magnesium receptors. The biological pathway is there to uptake transdermal magnesium. That's not what we were told several years ago, but now science understands. Soaking helps regulate over 800 enzyme systems. Magnesium soaking has been shown to help the lymphatic flow. Magnesium soaking recalibrates your circadian rhythm. Magnesium soaking supports your gut without going through your gut. Magnesium soaking helps balance your internal pH. Magnesium soaking has been shown to activate your stored vitamin D and turn it into active vitamin D. Magnesium soaking has been shown to regulate electrical activity in your heart. Magnesium soaking has been shown to activate your vagus nerve and either calm it down or wake it up through magnesium soaking. And you reach cell saturation faster with magnesium soak. It's not reconstituted from flakes. It's not flakes mixed in water and then sold to you for exorbitant prices. That's a very expensive way to get the cell saturation. It's going to take longer, and you'll have to buy more and more and more because it's not the real deal. This is from the Zextine C, undiluted, unprocessed, from the Zextine C to a QB container to my warehouse to you. That's the journey it takes to support your body in creating optimal health. Oh, it's been absolutely delightful to be here with you today. I go live Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Mondays, my focus is how to soak, the basics of soaking and answering questions. Wednesdays, we dive a little bit deeper. Let's get into the understanding of magnesium so that we understand the difference between oral. We understand how it supports Hashimoto's. Oh, I've got, a couple of questions. Oh, you're so kind. G Gardening just sent such gratitude for the ongoing education and healing information. It is my passion and has been for 25 years. But here's the thing, it heals me also. My family lost 3.5 years of having a mom that was present, and I had young children in the home. And we are still seeing consequences in my adult children of the trauma that my children experienced, and they had to become little adults to make it work because mom, I remember, I don't remember very much of that. I was so sick, and going from hospital to hospital. But I do remember thinking, and my goal was, Kristen, open your eyes. They need to see your eyes. And some days that was all that I could do, was just to open my eyes. I found transdermal magnesium. It didn't heal everything that was broken in my body. It started the healing to everything that was needing to heal in my body. And I have some sorrow over that. And so when I'm able to share what I learned, it helps heal my journey too. So G gardening, please know that pathway is going both ways. And so when I get an email and someone says, Kristen, I'm sleeping better, my husband's sleeping better, the baby's sleeping better because we gave the baby some transdermal magnesium, that helps to heal the broken part of me from that trauma that my family experienced. And so it truly goes both way on that. Oh, okay. I missed that comment. Let me go back. AJ. Oh, so can this cause heart palpitations? So let's go back to number 8, AJ. Magnesium soaking can help regulate electrical activity in your heart. If you're low in potassium and you soak in magnesium and your heart has not been operating at full capacity of electrical activity, it can actually aggravate it. Magnesium shines the light on what your body needs next. And so if you're experiencing that, or if you're concerned that that you've had some heart palpitations and you've been low in potassium and you're magnesium deficient, I would boost my potassium levels before soaking. Most people get about 2,000 milligrams a day. And depending on your situations, most people need between 4,700 milligrams and 5,400 milligrams a day, unless you're on specific medications or renal failure. So there are exceptions to that. That's why healthy women have strong filters, and, well, healthy men too. My focus is women. And you need to filter that potassium information through your body's needs. So getting your potassium levels up, creating a hydrophilic, water-drenched body so that the magnesium can be more efficient. And at that point, that's when, instead of showing you what you're deficient in and dropping your potassium lower, that. And so you've stepped in and done preventative, upped your potassium, and then soaked in magnesium. So I hope that helps, AJ. Oh, okay. So AJ was low on potassium, and correcting that, then soaking in magnesium enriches the electrical activity in your heart versus showing your deficiencies by your potassium dropping lower. And if you're low magnesium, you will eventually become low potassium because your potassium is doing both things. Voltage is everything on a strong foundation. Voltage is everything. Voltage being magnesium, salt, potassium. And those three things help create ATP energy. They help calm your body. They help restore vagal nerve function. And soaking in magnesium plays a huge role in that. Love being with you. Don't forget, our bath bomb edit is live. A subscription box, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can pay for it monthly. You can pay for it all at once. You'll get 4 bath bombs every month, 2 different scents. And every month, for $39 a month or less, if you pay in full, $39 a month, you will receive gifts if you pay all at once. So you receive 2 magnesium products if you pay for the 6-month membership all at once, or you receive the entire magnesium bundle, which is every magnesium product I have, plus a lip balm, if you pay in full for 12 months. If you need to do monthly, do monthly. And This box will always have a retail value of $75. So there are 2 gifts in this box that I think you're going to love. And you'll never pay more than $39 plus the shipping. And it will always have a retail value and surprises. A very wise woman told me once on my journey with depression, Kristen, you always need something to look forward to. And subscription boxes for me are something I look forward to. I have a couple of art ones, I have a wax seal one, and I also will be getting bath bombs. So if you want to be a part of the bath bomb edit, I would love to invite you to join. Don't wait. I only have over 200. They started flying off the shelves yesterday. I don't know when they'll be gone. It depends on how sales go. I do have just over 200 of those magnesium boosted bath bombs. Delightful being with you. I would love to know, what's your takeaway from today? Like, what's that one piece of information that you will move you forward? What's that one thing that you learned today that's the most powerful takeaway? Post it in the comment section, because here's what happens. You start creating. Healthy women are creative women, because you have to create space to create better health. And anything that you create is helping you to be more creative. And so is what happens is when you post something that was your powerful takeaway, other women go, "Oh, that was my powerful takeaway too." And it creates synergy. Creative women more easily create health. Share your powerful takeaway, and let's see what happens in the comment section as we share with each other and open up our give and receive cycle. Because if you don't have optimal health, your ability to receive for some reason has shut down. And we need to open that up. How do you receive compliments? How do you receive a gift? How do you receive money? That will show you where you maybe shut down your receive cycle, because you have to receive better health. And opening up that give receive cycle is a powerful tool. Let's open it up in the comment section. You share with me your most powerful takeaway, and let's see the synergy that happens with other people that watch the live and we create together, versus just you listen to me for almost, oh my goodness, almost an hour. And learning about health doesn't create health. It actually can be where you're stuck. Now, I love the process of learning. I love learning. But if I'm learning, and never applying anything, never taking action on anything, I'm disconnecting from my health. Oh, G gardening takeaway, mag soak activates vagal nerve. I love that. And so now her understanding is increased. And when they soak in magnesium, they can maybe add some deep breathing exercise while they're soaking to really do stacking of functions while they're soaking, to really calm down that vagal nerve. Because just simply breathing deeper helps to calm it down. And then if you're soaking in magnesium, you're activating that skin barrier to the vagal nerve, and you're calming it down that way. And the more layers that you add, the higher quality of vagal nerve tone you have, which means you're optimizing your health. Oh, okay. Delightful being with you. I'm done. Loved it. I'll be back on Monday. Monday will also be our masterclass. If you're not a part of the Good Life Journal and you want to be a part of that free masterclass, join the Good Life Journal, and that link is only sent out to the masterclass, to the Good Life Journal, and I'd love to have you be a part. And we just dive a little bit deeper and get more personalized on what can happen for your body that will help you get to where you want to go. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, I love that. Getting the morning sun to increase active vitamin D. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Shell Nels 11. You're so very welcome. I'm glad. And again, our give receive cycle right there. Her comment, she's saying, Kristen, that helped me so much. And I'm saying, you helped me so much because by sharing with others, it helps me to make sense of the trauma that happened in my family, that I can focus on the benefit versus the trauma of me being non-existent for 3.5 years. Health is everything, touches every part of your life, and you can do this. I am living proof that imperfect action can create optimal health. Bye. Turning this off. Okay. Ah, okay, there. Boom, we're done.